525,000 men have died. Those are the numbers every year that we lose to suicide. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness. And I know not too many people will be talking about it. And not too many people know about it. But I'm going to be talking about it. Countless times in our society, we suffer in silence. And we are told to man up, to toughen up, keep our head down, and suppress our emotions. It's okay to not be okay and still be a man. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out to them. Do whatever you need to do to not carry the weight of the world on your back. Because at some point, if you don't have somewhere to put it, it'll crush you. I've been there. I know what it feels like to think that tomorrow might not be worth it. At the end of the day, you'll be okay. You may not see your way through, but you always have your next step. And you don't have to act like everything's okay, because it's okay if it's not. Sit in if you have to, cry, yell, scream, do whatever you have to do to process and feel those emotions. But don't let it consume you, because it's consumed enough. Keep going, because when it's all said and done, you will be okay, and you're not alone.
My condolences to Roy Jones Jr. My condolences to him and the family. Now, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen Baby. So a lot of content creators have not talked about Roy Jones Jr.'s son committed, suicide. And this is a heavy topic. Most people don't get into topics like this. It's sad, okay? And we want to respect Roy Jones Jr. But I still wanted to say something, because for a father to lose one of his sons, for a mother to lose one of their sons, it's painful. Because when you raise your children, you put in your mind that they will be the ones to bury you. You always put in your mind, they will be the ones to bury me. I will not bury them. Okay? Thank you for everybody coming in. I see y'all. Miss O, King, Maya. What's up, baby? Thank you so much for tuning in. And I just want to share this with y'all. This month is Men's Mental Health Month. But you don't hear a lot of people talk about it. You hear the male content creators, they're talking about it. You hear a few female content creators talk about it. But mostly they're talking about Pride Month, okay? Mostly they're talking about Pride Month, okay? Which I don't know how they stuck Pride Month in the same month that it's supposed to be Men's Mental Health Month, okay? So I don't know what they think they're doing, and it doesn't make sense. But men have so much situations going on, and they don't have an outlet. They don't have someone to talk to. They don't have someone that they can sit down and just unpack all the foolery that goes on. And why I say this is because when I look at my husband, he doesn't tell me everything that goes on. He doesn't. We've been married close to 17 years, but he doesn't tell me everything that goes on. Okay? He doesn't tell me everything that goes on. Even our son that is a teenager, he doesn't tell me everything that goes on. He hides his emotions as well. That's why the kind gestures and the hugs, the hugs and the love that men supposed to receive, they don't get it, because, we quick to say, you a man. You a man. Toughen up. You a man. You can go through anything. We're quick to say that. But we always forget that they're human too. Hey, Henry, I see you. Melanated God King, I see you. So we're quick to say that I see you too. Good morning. How are you? So the thing is, we're quick to say that he's a man. Hey, Melania. I meant to say good afternoon. I'm talking about good morning. Good afternoon. I'm sorry. So we're quick to say he's a man. He's going to get through it. No matter what, he's going to be fine. We're quick to say that. We don't take time to check on our men in our family. We don't take time to say, I love you, okay, and I'm praying for you. We don't hug them. You know what I have learned? I have learned to always hug my husband, always hug our son, even when they don't want it. I learned that because I'll share something with you. Men need that affection. Just because we say that, oh, he's a man, he can handle it. He's a man, let him toughen up. And this is what happened because when they don't express what's going on, when they don't express what's going on, okay, and nobody listens, that's a problem too. When they don't express what's going on, a lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen. We have so many situations where men delete themselves because, you know, they tired. Nobody wants to love them. Nobody gives two shits. It's painful. The men that you have, your sons, your husband, learn to tell them thank you when they do something. Appreciate them. This is the thing that men look for all the time, just appreciation. Even if it's the small things, appreciate them. Check on them. Ask them if they okay. Show them affection. Show them love. This young man, you don't even know what kind of demons he was wrestling with. You know, my condolences to Roy Jones Jr. and his entire family. My condolences because it's sad. It's sad that a father and a mother never thinks of burying their young. They never think that. Yes, Henry said we need affection too. That's right, Henry. But we always tell men, you a man, toughen up. You'll be all right. You know. This is the thing, I'm going to share something with you. If men really told women how they felt about them and how they behaved and how they look, even plus size women as well, just like me. If men really wanted to tell the truth, because they hide it a lot, you know. And I said this a couple weeks ago. Somebody said, oh no, you a big girl, you a big girl. I wouldn't have took no picture like that, right? And all the brothers had came to my defense. But the truth is, I am a big girl. See, if men really told um what was true and the fact of how women look, a lot of y'all couldn't take it. A lot of y'all couldn't take it. Me too. Me too. I'm not excluded. A lot of y'all couldn't take it. But y'all quick to tell a man if he ugly, if he fat, if he short, if he skinny, the way he dressed. You're ready to embarrass him in front of people where you could have just pulled him to the side and talked to him. Good afternoon, Red Lipstick Vibe. You could have just pulled him to the side and talked to him. We don't know how to express, okay? We don't know how to love our men properly. We don't. We don't. And I don't know what kind of demons this young man was dealing with. I don't know. But I just wanted to say condolences to his father and the entire family because That's painful. No parent wants to bury their child. None. None. Nobody wants to bury their children. They always want their children to bury them. Do you feel what I'm trying to say to y'all? Always. Okay? Always. And I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to share something with you. They said Roy Jones Jr. had talked to his son like the day before. He talked to him. They had a conversation. But yet his son still deleted himself. But we don't talk about men's mental. We don't. We don't say nothing about their mental. We always talk about how I can be happy, how I want to be happy. You know, when a lot of women they decide they don't want to be married no more, they say I want to be happy, but they're not thinking about this man that you're ready to tear down his whole kingdom. Okay? You're ready to tear down his whole kingdom because you're not happy. Instead of you working on yourself. But no, you rather run out in the street and do some boo boo the fool nonsense because you want to be happy. And then later find out. Then later find out you have messed up. Then later find out you have messed up. That's the whole thing right there. And it's sad. It's sad. It doesn't make any sense. So we always think we could say whatever we want to say to our men, and they say, well, they're a man, let them toughen, he's going to be all right, toughen up. We always say that, even from when they're boys. They get hurt, somebody jump them. Oh, toughen up, you a man. Can you imagine? Somebody jump you, and you tell this person, toughen up, you a man. It's painful. It's painful. Somebody mistreat you, talk nasty to you, and they tell you you a man, toughen up. Your wife throw everything out. She take child support, alimony, and you ain't even get a good cry yet. Okay, you ain't even get a good cry yet because your whole household has been decimated, and they will tell you toughen up. It's sad. It's sad. And we don't want to talk about it. We don't. We rather just say, I want to be happy, and that's it. You know, we discard our men like trash. I know some of y'all mad with what I said, but it's true. We discard our men like trash. We don't appreciate them. We're not the only culture that does that. There's a lot of cultures that do the same thing. We don't appreciate our men. This is not a black thing today. Y'all know how I get, okay? Hey, Tara, this is not a black thing today, okay? This is for all men, all races. We don't appreciate them. And so when they put in their mind, okay, when they put in their mind that they just done, and they go and delete themselves, you know, now we replay the things that we said to them. Now we replay in our mind. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Now, he probably was crying out for help. Lord knows he probably was crying out for help, but nobody heard him. And then sometimes, hey, Corey Joe, what's going on, sir? And then sometimes what happens is, hey, Trey, how are you? Sometimes what happens is they're crying out for help, or sometimes they got a smile on their face and it's hiding. The, the demon under is hiding. It's painful. We don't take time to check on our men. This is for every woman from every race. We don't. We don't appreciate them. Every time we turn around, we talk about I don't need no man, men ain't shit, and all this other stuff all the time. How can you just be called all the time you ain't shit all the time? I don't need you, this and that. It's painful. Now, I don't know what this young man was going through. I don't know the story, okay? But I wanted to come up here and just say my condolences to the entire family because to lose a son is it's not a cakewalk. It's not a cakewalk, baby. That's for giants, and even giants fall. Okay? So, if you have a husband, a brother, an uncle, a grandfather, my sisters, learn how to give hugs more. You never know when God is ready to call them home or when they do a speed dial to go home. You never know. The men you have in your life, hug them, cherish them, appreciate them, hold on to them. You never know when the next time you will see them when they leave that house. You never know, or the next time you will talk to them. Appreciate them while they're here. Love on them while God has gave y'all grace. Mm-hmm. Love on them. Because you will be saying shoulda, woulda, coulda when they have gone on to glory. It's painful. You'll be thinking in your mind, if I would have just called more, if I would have just been around them more, if I would have just talked to them more. You've been saying that in your mind. I should have hugged them more. I should have kissed them more. I should have told them I appreciate you. I watched a woman on IG. Her husband passed away. And she filmed the part where she said it took her 2 years to take his clothes out of the closet and, fold them and give them to Goodwill. And she said all she remembers the last time she seen her husband is that she kissed him goodbye in the morning to go to work, and he didn't come back home. Can you imagine? You kiss your husband goodbye to go to work, and he don't come back home. You have to cherish them while they're here. My sisters, stop listening to these content creators telling y'all nonsense about men ain't shit. I'm going to share something with you that a lot of y'all don't want to believe, but if it wasn't for man, there'd be no civilization. Mm-mm. We don't know how to build nothing. We don't. Stop letting people get out here and tell you. After the world has been built in these buildings, now women talking about we don't need no men. Y'all should have said that in the beginning. But the women of that time had common sense. They had common sense. The women of that time had common sense. They knew not to say that because they needed men. And we still need men now, but because you live in a country where everything is easy, that's why you say you don't need no man. Learn to love the men in your life. Learn to love, cuddle, kiss, make love to your husband. Be affectionate more. Be affectionate more to your sons. Appreciate your uncles, your grandfathers, your father. Even when it hurts, my dear. Even when it hurts. We know everybody ain't right. But don't put it on your heart where you dislike this person and you don't even speak to him. Don't let your heart be troubled like that. Don't let your heart be troubled like that. These men go through so much each and every day. They go through a lot of pain and turmoil, and people start trouble with them and aggravate them and say nasty things to them. You know what I'm saying? And they supposed to toughen up. They're men. Oh, you have to toughen up. You a man. You have to toughen up. You a man. This is what they tell them all the time. You got to toughen up. You a man. And it's painful. And it's painful. It's sad. It don't make no sense at all. It makes no sense at all. So it looks like my chat got disconnected from my phone. So I can't read y'all stuff. So I had to open up the computer. Let me see. Roberts, I see you, honey. Malik, what's going on, sir? How are you? Trey said women attempt more suicides. However, more men complete suicides. I worked in scenes of completed suicides. It's extremely sad. Oh, that's right, y'all. Trey was a cop. He's retired now. Trey was a cop. So Trey seen a lot. Trey, I know at night, at those nights when you saw things like that, it was painful to you. Mm. Can you imagine? So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. And I just, it broke my heart. And Green Bean said to me, this is what Green Bean said to me. He said, when you post something, right? He was like trying to tell me because I'm about to do the show. And he wrote me in my comment section. He said, don't just do something for clicks and likes, because Roy Jones Jr. ain't say nothing, be careful. And I told him, no, I'm going to be respectful. Because to lose a son, to lose a daughter because of suicide, or either they just got called to glory, is painful for a parent. It's painful for a parent to go through that. To lose their child is painful. And that's the truth. So I'm going to play this one more time and we're going to close out because I wasn't going to stay that long up here today because it was painful to even hear this a couple days ago. But we don't understand how much we need our men. We don't understand it. It's not enough of them. We don't understand that. And a lot of them delete themselves because they're wrestling with their own demons. Or they just feel like it's too much. I can't handle it. I will not sit up here and condemn anybody who committed suicide. I will not sit up here and speak fire and brimstone. I will not do that. No, I won't do that. Let's go into this video one more time. I just want y'all to hear it.
1.6 million men have tried. 525,000 men have died. Those are the numbers every year that we lose to suicide. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness. And I know not too many people will be talking about it. And not too many people know about it. But I'm going to be talking about it. Countless times in our society we suffer in silence. And we are told to man up, to toughen up, keep our head down, and suppress our emotions. It's okay to not be okay. and still be a man. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out to them. Do whatever you need to do to not carry the weight of the world on your back. Because at some point, if you don't have somewhere to put it, it'll crush you. I've been there. I know what it feels like to think that tomorrow might not be worth it. At the end of the day, you'll be okay. You may not see your way through, but you always have your next step. And you don't have to act like everything's okay, because it's okay if it's not. Sit in it if you have to, cry, yell, scream, do whatever you have to do to process and feel those emotions. But don't let it consume you, because it's consumed enough. Keep going, because when it's all said and done, you will be okay, and you're not alone.
What this young man said right now, he's telling the truth. There are a lot of men that are hurting. There are a lot of men that are hurting. And nobody cares. They just so busy living their life. And when you get out here on social media and you say, men ain't shit, we don't care anything about men, you know, men ain't nothing, all this foolery that we say, we always forget that they're human. Why do we always forget that part? Because we're taught that they're men. They're men and they're going to be all right. That's what we're taught. And when they hurt themselves, okay, they delete themselves and go on to glory. Now everybody say shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And it's painful. My sisters, if you have men in your life, love them. Love them while they're here. Love them. They're God's sons. Love them while they're here. Because when they're gone, all you can say is shoulda, woulda, coulda. And you know why I feel this way is because I'm a son mom. hmm I'm a son mom. I'm also a girl mom, too. I was blessed to have 5 children total. So it hurts when I hear stuff when we talk about our men. And I have a loving husband. That this man means the world to me. And I will always want him to make it home and come through those doors. When he leave in the morning, I always look for him to come back home. Long as I can see that driveway light up on the camera, I'm looking for him to come home. I am. I'm looking for him to come home. I'm not looking for anything to happen to him because I know he left this morning and I kissed and hugged him and I'm looking for him to come back home. My sisters, cherish these men while they're here. Cherish them while they're here. Because you never know the day, the time, the hour that they will be called to go home. That they will be called to go home. I know that a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about because you don't have sons. You don't have sons. And you're not governed by king. You don't have a king. So you don't understand the weight of the world that men carry on their shoulders every day. Every day. You don't understand it. People bully them, people talk to them like they ain't shit, and they got to suppress that anger. They don't have someone to go and cry on because people always tell them, you a man, toughen up, you a man, toughen up. And if you show your emotions to your wife or your girlfriend, she immediately think you a sucker. You a sucker, you weak, not knowing that you are a human. This is why a lot of men, before they get in the house, or either when they getting out of work, they sit in their car a little bit and they cry. They get in their car and they cry. They get in their car and they cry a little bit. Because when they go home, they know they going home to somebody about to cuss them out, about to tell them they ain't shit, they ain't gonna never be shit. I don't need you. They not going home to somebody that said, baby, I got a warm plate for you. Your towel, I got a towel for you. I got your special wine or beer or something. I'm here to I'm here to love on you. A lot of men go home to women who are they don't give two shits about them. And then when these men decide he gonna take his life, she the first one up there talking about she ain't know. But sometimes we the cause of all this foolery. I'm not saying that Roy Jones Jr. son had somebody to cause all this. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just in general. Sometimes men go through so much at home. And a lot of people don't hear them. They don't have an outlet. This is why I tell y'all, my sisters. This is why I say to y'all, when when your husband come home and he mad about something, and it happened at work, and he start throwing stuff around and saying, this motherfucking supervisor, this and that. This is why I tell you, co-sign it. Even if you put in your mind that he's wrong because he needs this job, this is not the time to correct him. This is not the time to correct him. Let him curse. Let him get upset. Tell him, you help him. You help him. He say, this motherfucking supervisor. And you say, that's right, he's a motherfucker. You know, you help him with the argument. So now he drinking and he eating his food and he just laughing and you laughing. And then later in the midnight hour when y'all laying in the bed together, you tap him on his chest and you say, baby, you know we need this job. And he gonna look at you, he gonna touch your hand. And he gonna say, I know we need this job, honey. I know we need this job. I can't just go whoop somebody's ass. I know we need this job. And then you tell him, keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's gonna get better. Don't let nobody steal your peace. My brothers, stop letting people steal your joy. The little joy you do have, stop letting them steal your joy. My sisters, listen more. Hear them. Even when they have that smile on their face, hear them more. Derek, I see what you wrote in there in my computer. I see it. Mm, my dear, I understand. Stay in there. Stay in that fight. It's all right. Stay in that fight. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. I want you to always remember God sees you. His most strongest warriors go through the most. They go through the most in life. His most strongest warriors, the ones at the front line, because the devil knew your worth. So he has to break you here on earth. Hold on. Hold on. Keep fighting. Don't give up. Don't give up. And I'm done, y'all. I'm done. I'm finished for the day. I know it was a little short and everything, but um, I'm crying now, so I don't feel. Mm-mm, I don't feel like I wasn't gonna cry. I was like, I ain't gonna cry. This gonna be okay, but it's because I'm a son mom, and I have a husband that I love so much, and I would never want anything to happen to him or my sons. I would never want anything to happen to them. I love all of them so much. I would never want anything to happen to them. Boss man, how are you? Derek, yes. Hold on, sir. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Once again, my condolences to Roy Jones Jr. My condolences to you, sir. I know that this hurts. Can't nobody tell you it's gonna be okay. Ain't nobody could tell you it's gonna be okay. Hey Walker, how are you? But I'll share something with you. God sees you. God sees you. God sees you. Hold on, sir. God sees you. My brothers who are not getting what you need from the women in your family, you need to get something that is outside your house. I didn't say a woman. I didn't say a woman. But you need to get something that will occupy your time and make you happy too. You need that. You need something that will occupy your time and give you some joy too. Because I don't know what it is, but our sisters, they have this sister code that this shit don't make no sense. And they don't mind destroying the kingdom. They don't mind destroying the kingdom. So you got to, in your mind, do something that makes you happy. I didn't say anything crazy. Something that's good that gives you joy. Don't do anything that's on demon time, though. Do something, get a hobby. Learn to take a trip. Travel. Shout out to the passport bros. Even though people talk about them all the time, talking about they just going over there, to do nonsense. Listen to me. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. Go travel. Enjoy yourself. Whatever you find on the other side, baby, go enjoy yourself. Be safe at the same time. But learn how to love you first. Learn how to love you first. We always tell the girls, when you look in the mirror, say you beautiful. We always tell the girls that. Say you beautiful. My brothers, You got to get in the mirror and talk to yourself and say, I'm handsome. I'm damn good looking. I got a good job. I'm a good man. You got to start talking to yourself in the mirror. I love myself. Start telling yourself, I love myself. I'm going to be great. Yeah, I don't care how old you are, 40, 50 years old. I don't care. Say that shit. Say it, damn it. Say I look good. I love myself. I'm going to be all right. It's all right if you scream sometimes. It's all right if you in your car, you got to scream sometimes. It's all right if you got to cry. My king have cried many nights without me. And he'd come in and act like everything is all right and put a smile on his face. You know, I told y'all my husband lost his mama. That's painful to lose your mama. But he holds it together every day. He walks with his head up every day. And I know it hurts, but I hug him a little more. I kiss him a little more. And I tell him I appreciate you. My king, I know you watching this, and I love you, baby. I love you. I love you more than life itself. You are the air that I breathe. I know you holding on for us. I know sometimes you just want to scream and say, I can't take it no more. But I want to tell you something. I appreciate you. Because even though your mama has went on to glory, God needed her. You still hold strong for us. And I know sometimes you want to break down. Hello, Lost in Translation podcast. How are you, sir? I know sometimes you want to break down, but you hold on because you know we need you. And I'm gonna share something with you. I appreciate you. You are always in my mind, and as you know, you are. How can I say this? I have you in my mind on a pedestal that no one could ever bring you down. I love you so much. And I want to tell you, my brothers, y'all continue to hold on. Hold on. God sees you. Hey, sweetie, I see you. I see you. How you doing, honey? Hold on. Things will get better. Learn your worth. Stop letting people put you in a box. Learn your worth, honey. Tell yourself, even if you have to get in a mirror, tell yourself that you're handsome. Tell yourself that God loves you. Tell yourself that you are God's son. You are. You are his son. And he loves you and he wants to see greatness from you. I don't care how hard it is, baby. Keep fighting. Keep fighting, honey. I don't care how hard it is. Keep pushing. So when you see Yahweh, he will say, my son, you did good works. I'm proud of you. Don't give up. No matter how hard it is, my brothers, don't give up. Don't give up. I don't care how hard it is. Don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you to give up. Don't give up. Get in that mirror every morning. You don't have no woman in your life that's treating you right. Get in that mirror every morning because let me share something with you. Your self esteem is the key to get out of relationships that's not right. Start telling yourself you handsome, you look good, you got a good job, you a good person, you got a kind heart. Start telling yourself that. You got to believe in yourself. Just like we tell the girls this all the time, but we never tell the boys these things. A lot of boys grow up thinking that they ugly all the time because somebody told them they ugly when they was young. So when they get grown, they think they ugly. I always tell our son, boy, you handsome. You handsome, boy. You look like a linebacker for the NFL. He always laugh. He said, Mama, stop playing. I said, you handsome, boy. Look just like your daddy. Got your daddy face and everything. I like what you said, baby. You said never give up because God never gives up on you. That's right. God never gives up on you. I love that. Mm. And we done for the day, y'all. Much love to you all. Y'all take heed to the message. And I'm not gonna put no reels out today. I'm not gonna put no reels out today. I'm just doing this live. And I think I put a reel out early this morning. But I'm not gonna do nothing else. Cause I just wanna aggravate my husband. He off today, you know. I like to aggravate this man. He and you know what he told me? I told him yesterday, I think I aggravate you too much. You know what he said? He said, no, keep up the good work. That's what he told me. I see what you put, Malik. I was the darkest of all my cousins, so I treated the worst. You were treated the worst. I understand. I understand. I understand. But you gotta learn to tell yourself, listen, chocolate tastes good. Okay, Malik? Act like you know, sir. Chocolate tastes good, okay? Chocolate tastes good, okay? Everybody, y'all have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Take heed to the message.